Hey guys, what is up? This is Fragall GRS Gameplays, or Matt is what you guys can call me. But this is going to be my first video, just kind of talking about not only what I'm going to be doing with the channel, but a little story about this game and kind of why I'm playing it and stuff. So yeah, it's basically what the video is going to be about, so stay around and stuff. But basically, on the channel, I'm just going to be doing, as the channel kind of says, just gameplays of games and stuff. I wouldn't say mostly Smite, but yeah, probably mostly Smite gameplays, just because that game's fucking hella fun. If I can figure out how to fix this lag and stuff on Exile, play more and stuff like that. But I am updating my computer this week, so I am getting more RAM, because my RAM sucks ass right now, like really bad. So I'm getting more RAM this weekend probably, so computer will be faster, better videos and stuff. But anyway, this is Exile if you guys don't know, and probably one of my new favorite games, and it's not only just so fun, it's just so simple but complex. And I don't know if you guys have really noticed, but games that are simple but have that complexity and have that like fun aspect to it are really the ones that strive. And that's what the video is going to be about, just talking about not only Diablo 2, because that was my favorite game of all time, and the game that actually got me into gaming itself. So that's a really important game to me, just because it's probably obviously one of my most I guess fun pastimes I do, other than like being with friends and shit, because when you're home, you kind of just want to chill around, and gaming is just super fun. So anyway, basically Diablo 2 was, like I said, the game that got me into gaming. That was the first game I've ever no-lifed, so before that game I would play video games once in a while with friends when they were over. Like I remember I used to play like Halo 1 and stuff with my cousins, but I was never super into like gaming and all that stuff. I don't know why, oh my god, if I died I'm gonna be mad. But yeah, anyway, I wasn't super into gaming or anything like that. I was like, okay, I'll play, once in a while when friends come over. But then I started playing Diablo 2, and it really just changed everything for me, just because it was just so much fun, and I had a blast. Like, I remember I had this foster house across the street from me, and I live in a pretty nice area, but this family decided to, be a foster home or whatever. So all these kids were like, kind of like gamers, and they all played basketball and stuff. So we'd always be on the street playing ball, and then when we finished, we'd go inside and play Diablo and stuff, or RuneScape, which is why I'm going to be kind of bringing that up in a second. But RuneScape was also one of my favorite games of all time, and kind of like what I said before, is the simplicity of it, and just the memories that the game brought. And this is, I think, why I'm playing Path of Exile, not only because it's fun, but because it just really reminds me of like my childhood experiences and stuff like that. So it really brings back a lot of memories, and the game is super fun. It's kind of hard too, which I like, because I know in a lot of games that when you first, kind of get into opening acts of it all, like right now I'm only in Act 2, and I'm getting owned right now, which is kind of fun. It sounds dumb to be fun, but it is super fun. Tank this. Anyway, so it's just super fun, because
I cannot carry
without a
this.
challenge, what's the game really? It's just you're hitting buttons and stuff. And that's kind of where Diablo 3 kind of lacked for me, and for a lot of people, was that they not only fucked up and broke a lot of promises and stuff, but it was too easy, and then you got to end game, and then it was way too hard, and then everyone complained about that, and then they made it way too easy, and then they made it way too hard, and then it became too easy again, and they keep making the game hard for a little bit and really easy, like after a month, and then you're just like, now what? And they haven't uploaded the content. And I think that's why I really like this game, because I feel like I'm playing the expansion to Diablo 2, like not the expansion, but like assassins and shit, because that was awesome, but like the expansion to that, so the expansion of the expansion. And I think that's why this game is the best, and most people love it because it's just so good, and it's just so fun, and it's so simple, which is kind of what happened with RuneScape. And if you guys know that game, also probably one of my favorite games of all time. Where am I going? Oh yeah, home. One of my favorite games of all time is because it was so simple, but there was so much to do, and it was just like, even though like, I don't know, it was just something about it, like the graphics sucked, and the PvP was awesome, and the world was so big, and there's so many quests, and there's so many things to do. And that's what games are seriously lacking, is that there's just not enough stuff to do. And I don't think free-to-play games really understand the value of having, a good storyline, because the storyline's everything, and that's where they kind of went wrong with Diablo 3. Because I don't know if you guys remember Diablo 2, but the storyline was fantastic, and the gameplay was fun. But in Diablo 3, the gameplay was kind of fun, and the content was like, and the fucking, what's it called? I'm just walking in circles. Anyway, like I was saying, and just the, where am I going now? Sorry, this is hard to talk because I'm really into talking right now, like rather than playing. So sorry if the gameplay's kind of boring, but I'll try to, make it more interesting. But anyway, like I was saying, that the quests were just kind of crap. Like, they made it way too grindy. Like, I know this game is really grindy, but like, there's a purpose, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like I'm doing more than that. Because there's all these little side quests you get, and you get the ruins, and there's just, even though the game is simple, there's just so much to do. Like, the whole passive tree, like, hold on, let me just kill this guy, and look at this. Like, how could you get bored of this? Because you try this build, and then you go to this build, and then this build, and this build, and you can use other skills, and then you can go to the next class, and the next class, and there's no way you're going to finish the game at the rate that it is now. To finish all the classes would take you a long time. I think by the time you finish doing what the game has offered, then, they're gonna come up with the new game, Path of Exile 2, or the expansion. And that's why I think the game is this game specifically is gonna do so well, is just because there's just so much to do, and there's not enough time almost. And that's why I love it. So that's basically just why I love the game and stuff, and why I'm gonna be putting more videos on it. So expect a lot of Path of Exile, especially when I fucking upgrade my RAM. I've been waiting for this for months, but my fucking guy that was looking at my computer, he always helps my family with computer stuff. He's like a family friend, but he was wrong. He's like, my RAM was like built in, and like there was no more slots available, and he was wrong. I opened up my computer, there's 2 slots. There's this site that you can look at, I forgot what it's called, my friend showed me the link of it or whatever, and it basically checks your computer for you and shows you, how much RAM you need and how much you can upgrade. And I have a bunch of RAM, like literally 4 times the amount of RAM I have now. I can add on to it. It's ridiculous. So I obviously playing better and bigger games now, obviously, which is pretty sick. So, if you guys want to see a lot more gameplay, this is probably the place to subscribe, because it is summer. I do have a job. I do have, real life stuff to do, but because it's summer and, making a video takes like fucking 10 seconds, I can upload videos, as much as I want almost. The only thing is the rendering, which I think I mentioned this in every video I've ever decided to do in the past like 4 years, because I made other videos too, which I'll talk about in the next video probably, because I don't want to put everything kind of here. But, rendering takes fucking forever, and I will forever hate rendering, but you know what? It's something you gotta do. It's the hard work you gotta put into this, and that's what I'm kind of gonna be about, guys, is the hard work of gaming, which sounds kind of dumb, but yeah, I'm gonna be putting just not all my effort, but a lot of effort just into gaming and making videos, because this is something I want to excel at. Why? I don't know. I think it's a kind of a big accomplishment to get a bunch of subscribers on YouTube, and something I've learned in life is that when you put effort into something and you kind of succeed at it, it just feels good. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels good to be able to successfully, do something. Like, it's kind of like the kid who never studied, which is me, and then studied and then got like an A+ and was like, I could do this, and then you start studying, become an A student. That hasn't really happened yet with me. I'm going into grade 11, so the struggle just got real. But, hopefully this year I can prove that theory right. And that's kind of what YouTubing is to me, is just putting a lot of effort into it, putting a lot of time, and putting a lot of thinking, because I was kind of surprised with myself. I'm not a planning person, but I literally sat down and thought of what I'm gonna do. And I'd never really done that before for like anything. I kind of just sat here. I said, what do I like in YouTube videos? What, do the commenters want? How I can, take people's advice and use it to make my videos better. And that's the thing, is that this is like a learning process, and that's why I really like, not only just gaming, but making commentaries is probably a whole new genre of itself, because gaming is easy. Anyone can play a video game and excel at it and be good at it, but what really brings people into it, no matter what, especially with entertainment, is not what they're doing, it's how they're doing it and how they're, presenting themselves and shit and all that stuff. So, that's where I think I can excel at in making gaming videos, is just being myself and like talking and shit and hopefully entertaining people. So this commentary kind of means a lot to me because I was recording like 4 or 5 days ago. That doesn't make any sense. I was trying to say 2 sentences at once. I was recording a bunch of videos a few days ago, and I just really wasn't liking my commentary. So I said, how am I going to make this better? And then I think this is better. So if you guys, like the video and the commentary, please let me know, because I definitely want to be doing more of this. And if you guys have any tips on how I can improve, let me know. Like I said, I will be upgrading my equipment for, gaming, and I already have fraps. It's only big as 12, so editing, I already have that shit down. It's just the fact of, fucking getting the actual computer better, and getting more RAM, and do other shit, so I can, make better videos and stuff. So, let me know if you want to see more, and thank you for subscribing and comment. Bye.